Oh, you're already here. Okay then. Hello guys, my name is Alex. I'm from Ukraine, from that far Eastern European country that you often hear about on TV. Or maybe not anymore, I don't know when you will be watching this video. Let me start this YouTube channel with a plain, simple video so that your humble vlogger recalls how to do all of this recording and editing stuff. Many years have passed since I did this last time, so I hope you'll give me a favor and not overpress the dislike button. This video was highly requested by my international friends and colleagues who sometimes just go crazy from Slavic names, and especially from the fact that we don't use them when addressing each other in social media, social networks, or in messengers, but use some other words instead of them. Today, I'll try to explain how we create those words, short forms of our names, I mean, why some of them are not even similar to their origins, and even how more than one name can have the same short form. So just keep watching, and maybe at the end of this video you have better understanding of actually who is who in post-Soviet space. Some Slavic names are quite easy and straightforward. What we do, we just take a first syllable from the original name and join some specific ending to it. As you probably know, Russian and other Slavic languages like word endings very much. One of the common endings we use for this purpose is sha ending. So this is how Maria becomes Masha, Natalia becomes Natasha. Here we take two first syllables from the original name. Pavel becomes Pasha, and Mikhail becomes Misha. I noticed that some English speakers have problems pronouncing this specific name, so it's Mikhail. Instead of Sha, we can also use Ya ending. And this is how Olga becomes Oля, Anna becomes Anya, Yulia becomes just Yulia, and Boris becomes Borya. And yes, we pronounce this name as I just did, Boris, not Boris. Unfortunately, life isn't always that easy, and sometimes we create short forms, not from the beginning of an original name, but from the middle of it, or from the end of it. This is how Nikolai becomes Kolya. I highlighted the same part in color, so it's easier for you to get the pattern. Anatoly becomes Toля, Ekaterina becomes Katya, and Anastasia becomes Nastya. In the next example, we create a short form from the end of an original name, and this is how Artyom becomes Toma and Ivan becomes Vanya. Okay, now that we know the basic rules, let's look at some examples that are rather challenging. And one of them is my name. My name is Alexander, and short form for it is Sasha. And you may ask, why? This word doesn't even sound similar to your name and doesn't follow the rules you just explained. In such cases, there is usually a chain of conversion, a chain of intermediate forms of the name. In this case, the intermediate form is Alexasha. So originally, the name Alexander transformed to Alexasha. It was rather a diminutive. And then Alexasha was shortened to just Sasha. This intermediate form Alexasha is currently obsolete and nobody uses it. And Sasha became a short form for Alexander. Most of the following examples I will be showing you have a similar explanation. One of them is Alexei. A short form for Alexei is Losha. Again, not even similar to the original name. But what is even more interesting regarding these two names, Alexander and Alexei, is that in addition to their own short forms, they also have a common one, the form Alex, which is also commonly used and commonly confused because you just never know who's hiding behind this form. Another example of a tricky form is Zhenya. Zhenya is a short form for both man's name Yevgeny and woman's name Yevgenia. If you are French or you speak French, you can easily guess why this form is pronounced like this, Zhenya. The last example of this kind for today is Valya. Valya is a common short form for both man's name Valentin and woman's name Valentina. For Valentin, you can also run into a form Valik. This ik ending is one more approach that we sometimes use for creating short forms. For example, as you already know, a short form for the name Anatoly is Tolia, but you also can say Tolik, and it will be correct as well. Now let's look at the names that are easiest to mix up. First pair is Maria and Marina. Despite being very similar in terms of pronunciation and spelling, those are two different names. And a short form Masha, which logically could belong to any of them, belongs only to the name Marina. In the next example, we have very similar situation. There is a man's name Victor, which short form is Vitya. A woman's name Victoria, which short form is Vika. But also there is a completely separate woman's name Vita, which doesn't have a short form because this name is already short. So again, Vitya, Vita, Vika, I understand those words are very similar, but the point I'm trying to make is that each of them represents a different person. Damn! Okay, this video wouldn't be complete if I didn't explain who Slava is. So there are 10 names, 5 men's and 5 women's. Let me spell them for you first. Yaroslav, Stanislav, Vladislav, Svetoslav, and Vyacheslav are men's names. Women's names are the same but with ending. Yaroslava, Stanislava, Vladislava, Svetoslava, and Vyacheslava. Some of these names are very popular, like Vladislav. Some of them are rather rare, like Vyacheslava. I personally don't know anyone with this name, but the name itself exists. I checked. Some of them have their own short forms. For example, a short form for Vladislav is Vlad. A short form for Stanislav is Stas. But as you can see on this slide, each of them can have a short form Slava. Yes, Slava is the most confusing name possible, and we confuse it as well, but at least now you know why. Why there are so many Slavas in post-Soviet space. Because we have a large assortment of them. That's it, guys. Now you know a little bit more about those mysterious Slavic people. Write in the comments what else would you like to learn about them. Maybe I have some answers for you. As I said, this is the first video on this channel, so write in the comments how do you like this type of content, my way of presenting it, the quality of the picture, literally anything. I really appreciate your feedback. So thank you for watching, like, subscribe, and have a nice day.